Mr. Fink, are you going to follow Donald Trump's plan and get rid of DEI and ESG in your companies? BlackRock really is the opposite of Donald Trump in so many ways. You're authoritarian, you're anti-populist, you're top-down. Are you going to change it all in light of the U.S. presidency? How is Donald Trump, have you talked to Donald Trump since he was elected? Is the World Economic Forum a counterpoint to Donald Trump? Why are you running away from simple questions? Just answer a question. Have you talked to President Trump yet? Why are your bodyguards pushing away journalists, Mr. Fink?
They're simple questions. Is it that hard to answer a question that you need bodyguards and to swerve through traffic? Is the next 4 years going to be bad for business with Donald Trump in charge? Is peace the last thing you want on this world?
Which makes more money for you, war in Ukraine or peace in Ukraine? Ezra Levant's my name, Mr. Fink.
Did you just take a photo of you?
Am I supposed to be scared? Is that a threat, Mr. Fink?
Are you used to bullying your way through life?
No.
What? Is that how you've lived your entire life without having... Look at this. Don't push back, mate. Don't push me, bro. Don't push me.
When was the last time you answered a question that you didn't know was coming? Why are you so unaccountable? Isn't that what you love about the World Economic Forum? You control everything.
Why do you think you deserve so much power? Hey, Yemini, should I be scared now?
Which of your former directors do you want to run Canada? Mark Carney or Chrystia Freeland?
Don't push me, bro. What? What are you getting violent for, man? I could push just like you can, man. Look at these thugs. They fund wars around the world and then you question them. They try not only to intimidate you, but physically assault you.
What's with taking photos of journalists who ask you prickly questions?
Who's more powerful, you or President Trump? Why do you think you're so disliked around the world?
Why are so many U.S. states divesting from your ESG schemes? Why are you putting your ideology ahead of your investors with ESG, Mr. Fink? Isn't that being disloyal to shareholders, putting your ideology ahead of rate of return? Why do you think you're above accountability? Is it because you're rich?
I just feel like walking with him now because he's big, scary bodyguards. And I don't know, Ezra, I just want to make it clear I will not kill myself.
I have no suicidal thoughts either. Mr. Fink's taking pictures of me and Yemini. I think that's meant to intimidate. It's a little weird, though. It feels a little thin-skinned. Do you think you're above questions? Like, why don't you even answer? Surely you have the answers. Why do you think BlackRock has become so hated, one of the world's most reviled brands? Do you take any responsibility for that? Who do you feel accountable to? It's obviously not shareholders. Do you have a God complex?
Was Biden the best thing for you? And did you fail by not being able to get another Democrat president?
Why don't you run for public office and test the support for your ideological ideas?
Is this the most uncomfortable you've ever felt? Do you think this is okay? You're a security guard, a thug. You sure? Obviously you do. You took my photo because you're hoping he'll catch up with me later. Is that supposed to scare me?
Have your bodyguards learned from you to disrespect the little people? Is that how you feel about the little people, Mr. Fink?
Are you not worried because you own the local police?
What politicians have you had meetings with, or is that a secret? Why don't you publish your itinerary? Is it because you're doing lobbying or being lobbied?
Do you think this makes BlackRock look better or worse? The fact that you've got hired thugs pushing journalists into cars, into buildings. Is that just typical? Is that the way you do business?
Doesn't it look a little bit weird that someone as rich, powerful, and smart as you can't answer any questions? Or is it that you just think you're above questions?
That's karma. Your security guard called that karma. Is that how you feel?
What's the end game for you? You're rich, you're powerful. What's next for you? Do you want to run for president one day? Or do you have bigger goals? Don't push me on the ice. You don't want a lawsuit now, do you?
Do you think there's no point in running for office because you can control them? You can control both sides from outside. Why are you pushing ladies? Mate, where are you from? Why are you such a thug? What are you so angry about in life? Did somebody hurt you as a kid? Who are we going to meet tonight for dinner?
Run away. Run away.
There you go. Well, I reckon that pretty much demonstrates exactly what BlackRock is about.
That weird move. I mean, he's got two bodyguards who are really handsy. There was no punches, but there was lots of pushing. The move by Fink himself to take photos of us, that's weird.
Weird.
I'm not suicidal.
Definitely not suicidal. I feel like let's walk the other way.
You know, normally masters of the universe don't tread on the ground like us commoners. They have vehicles drive them around Davos. But he made the mistake of walking down the street, and I think that's the first time he's been asked unscripted questions ever.
And how angry did he get? First trying to whiz through traffic, which was everything about his behavior was so bizarre. The only thing that seemed to actually come really natural to him was having people do his dirty work.
Yeah. You know, there's some very, very important people at Davos. I mean, John Kerry is an example. I bumped into Tony Blair last year. There are some very powerful people. At most, they have sort of one assistant. There's no need for bodyguards in this town. There's armed Swiss security everywhere. But to have two thugs to push and shove, I think that shows the mindset of Larry Fink himself. And taking pictures of us, I'm happy to tell him my name. My name is Ezra Levant, and I ask questions about BlackRock.
And I'm Yemini, and I'll also ask questions no matter who you have near you. And it's exactly why we're here, wefreports.com. Check out all our reports from on the ground this week. And if you support our work, please consider chipping in for the enormous costs to get here and potentially some security.